YouTube, good morning. It is it's April 27th. Got some scattered papers around, and I'm still working on hear this. Still working on that piece. Still keeping up with my my normal routine. And I've had I guess I've had time to practice. Practice at this point is really what you put into it. Had a real busy week last week. Let me go get a towel real quick. Okay, so I've had a real busy week, but that doesn't mean that I did not get. That doesn't mean that I didn't get time enough to sit down and practice. And key wise, I did that wrong. So we're in the key of B flat. That doesn't mean that I didn't get enough time to practice. I'm still trying to get that song. Look up this guy, J. Smith Music. Very instrumental in helping me learn this piece. He didn't do this part. That's what I want to add to the piece. So, still working on it. I want to talk about, what do you do when you want to learn a piece in a different key? And it's going to come in hand. It's going to come in hand. Some people say use the transpose button. There is not one readily available on this piano. And I'm not saying, I'm saying learning in a different key. And here's the example. If you take that song, A Dream, he's doing that in the key of C minor, right? He's doing that in the key of C minor. However, I want to do that key in A minor. And mind you, there's no sheet music. So there's a lot of me sitting down and really paying attention. I have my hat on, and where are we at? Are we still in April? It's cold for Vegas. So this is where the number system comes into play. So I understand that he's doing it in the key of C minor. I'm doing it in the key of A minor. That's C minor right there. So if I want to do it in the key of A minor, I'm going to be like, okay, relative minor. The key of C minor is relative to what? Help me out, somebody. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. E flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 1, Yeah, he's doing it in key of C minor, and that's the relative major is E flat. I want to take that song and include it in Erebus. Now, sorry. So I go with the. Ah. And then I want to take the soul food. Hit it up with the Tupac Saturday Night Live chord. Where are we going with it? A minor. Right there. So this is where I want to take his song from C minor and move it to A minor. A minor. So I'm counting his 1, which is C minor, going up to his 4, which is, my 4 is D minor. So there we go. Back to home. So, in order for me to do all that, I've got to sit down and watch his videos over and over and over and over again. And I don't have a problem with that because I'm actually learning how to put a classical piece. I'm actually learning how to take that classical piece and improv it with some DeBarge, some Tupac, I Ain't Mad at You, even some soul food. So you can learn a lot just by watching. How does that translate into my next song in this songbook of songs? I know you guys wanted me to get back to some Earth, Wind, and Fire. That's easy stuff for me. I'm gonna go with the higher road and go harder. I can learn the Earth, Wind, and Fire. I can. The reason why I'm steering away from that is that's easy for me. I want a challenge. So a challenge for me is taking this song like Raindrops Falling on My Head taking Raindrops Falling on My Head. And I said, what else? You guys know I can get bored. So I'm like, what else can I do with this song? And I said, okay, well, Rainy Days and Mondays by the Carpenters. One is in the key of F and the other is in the key of B flat. I'm sorry, E flat. So the challenge there is looking at the two sheets of music and bringing E flat to F. See how this stuff can kind of get kind of fun for me. Might be kind of boring for you. So when I want to do that, I'm looking at both sheets of music. And remember, I said if you ever want to learn to play in a different key, become good at playing the melody. Talking to myself and feeling old. So I'm like, okay, that's what I'm starting with. And since I'm looking at both sheets and I want to play Rainy Days and Mondays, which is in the key of E flat and the key of F, I'm looking for that one. Yeah. So you guys can kind of see how this is going to come together. So I'll go with the... I don't even know if I want to throw it that way. So I'm just horned now. You guys, I don't know if you guys can understand how my brain is working. But if I'm looking at the sheet music, my ears are partially taking me there. So there's your C7. Sometimes I like to quit. So we're going to the key E flat. We're going to the F, which is 2. If we're trying to bring this down into the key of F, so F minor 11. So he's going with the F. C, G minor 11, and we're going up to the 4. Taking it back to the... So in my mind, I'm using the number system. I mean, even though Rainy Days and Monday is telling me something different, I'm not looking at the core. I'm kind of looking at the chord structure. In my mind, I'm thinking about the number system. So start off with the... So if I want to kind of play the... the accompaniments, so I can kind of go with the... So I want to kind of land right there. So talking to myself. So was that a 4? Was that moving 4? Talking 2, 1, 2. Keeping the melody in my head. I don't even know the words to the to the song. Sometimes I like to quit. G minor 11. So if I want to make that an 11, So that's 7. 6, 7. 11 would be a. There it is. There it is. There's your G minor 11. I just took that 11, and even though I'm saying G, the page is telling me F. But in my mind, I'm thinking the number system. And I'm thinking, okay, well, that's a sus sound. Okay. Anyway, that is what I'm working on next. So, when I want to learn how to blend songs together that are apparently in 2 different keys, I pull the sheet music, right? I pull the sheet music, and as you can see, I'm looking at one song done in the key of F, which has 1 flat. And I'm looking at another song, which is Rainy Days and Mondays. And I think I might keep it on 2 beats. So we're going from the E flat, and he's moving from E flat to D, which is weird because that's D in the bass. So he's actually moving to a third. Okay, and we're gonna keep dropping it down, which is weird because we got the. Okay, so. So we're gonna go back to your G minor 7, but he has a flat 5. So E, F, G. So we're going to the third. So 7, flatten that 5. Yeah, we're gonna get it together. But that is what I usually do. Not usually, but that's what I always do. So if you guys see me take song. So I'm actually studying the music. This is me actually studying the music. I wonder if I could take a brain just all in my head. I'm trying to mix it. I'm trying to mix it with some "I Love You, Lord." But yeah, I encourage you guys all, if you want to learn how to start blending songs. So we're gonna go from the. I'm looking now. That said E flat in my head. I'm saying 1. So I can want to move to a third. And all I need to do. Here's the thing. You guys saw me hop. I'm not gonna hop up. And we're going. Are we still rocking with the third? So G minor 7 flat 5. So I'm gonna do kind of a. Let's see if I can squeeze this in. So if I want to flatten that 5, but I'm doing an inversion, the 5 is GB. So let's see. So we're gonna flatten the 5. So we're looking for a D flat. So sorry, lost it. I lost it. Hold on. So let's start with the 1. So we're gonna move it to the A minor. A, C, E. E is the 5th. But where's the E? There we go. So 1, you got your G minor over D, which is your 3rd. And if you guys can see my fingers, I'm just doing this. E flat, and I'm moving to the 3rd. My hand is already on A and C. So if I was to make that 3rd, I'm gonna drop that down right there. So we got we're moving down just a half step or a semitone. So 1, but remember, I'm looking for the 3rd chord in my right hand. We're working in the key of F. And we're gonna go with the G minor 7, A, C, E, G. So I can probably do kind of a there it is. A, C, E, G. So A, C, E, G. So that's an inversion right there. A, C, E, G. But I'm doing it in the inversion. So kind of switch that here. And doing a little bit of jazz chords. And this is the reason why we're going back home. And remember when we were talking about when we were learning how to play? That's one of the reasons why inversions are so important. So when you get to playing, I'm not traveling all over the board. See that move? You guys can't see the move, but look at my hands real quick. Now it's calling for A minor, but I'm gonna, watch this. I'm just gonna move my F down to the E. So this is, I'm working in the 2nd inversion with the A minor. So A minor, 1st, 2nd, sorry. A minor, 1st inversion, 2nd inversion. So we're gonna go from 2nd inversion with the A minor. And remember, we're gonna flatten the 5, which is the E flat. So there's your flat 5. 1, 2, 3. And we're gonna hit it with the just a space for the C7. So I wonder if I can So we're just gonna do that. I have no idea. That's almost so that's a D 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a D flat 6. And we're gonna move back up to your F minor 11, which is a 2. my mind. So that's gonna be a minor sound. So there's your G minor sound. Let's move that G, kind of sussing it out. So let's go move that B flat. We might want to land right there. So just one B flat. D, second inversion, your G minor 11. So what would make that an 11? I mean, almost that would. Well, so that cluster would make that a G minor 11. So I'm gonna learn the lyrics. I'm gonna learn the words to the song. Cause I only know portions of the song. I'm gonna learn the whole entire words. And just like I did with the dream, back to home. Anyway, I'm rambling now. But these are some of the things I do. So if you want to improvise songs on the spot and blend songs on the spot and play in different keys, I'm trying to figure out what the label is. Let's put how to transpose in your head. We're gonna label this music. I took 28 minutes to tell you how to transpose in your head. Music Talks, episode 28. How to transpose in your head. Use the number system. I could have just made it short by saying that. How to transpose in your head. Use the number system. Learn, be comfortable with the melody, and learn the number system. Peace.